Hello, my name is Will Buchanan, and I'm walking all the way across the country to New Hampshire for more freedom on a project called the Walk for Liberty. Today is September 28th, 2008, day 148. I'm going to be crossing over into another geopolitical delineation today. Or rather, I'm going to be straddling two different ones for a while. Although the sign doesn't make any mention of it, the road I'm about to walk on is actually State Line Road. So am I now in Minnesota still, or in Iowa? You decide. Since I'm walking east, looks like I must be in Iowa now. Whoops! Oh man, I seem to be back in Minnesota. I wonder who maintains this road? The Iowa government? The Minnesota government? Perhaps the two counties that the road straddles? Or maybe all four? As you can probably tell, I'm just poking some fun at these artificial and arbitrary divisions. Many of the people in Iowa and Minnesota might get upset if they heard me say that, though. That's so nice! The unitary mass of people in Iowa welcome me. Man, they must all be the Borg to be on the same page like that. Buckle up for life! It's our law! This law is not the law of any people here, it's only the law of the government. A couple of weeks ago in the Day 130 video, I talked about how many government laws and policies contribute to homelessness, including taxes and inflation, minimum wage laws, and business regulations. At the end of that video, I said I would do a follow-up on how when government tries to fix the problem of homelessness, it actually does more harm than good. And how it's not even the right organization to be addressing the issue. This morning I was listening to the radio and heard a woman talking about something which inspired me to do that follow-up video. She was talking about the disparity of wealth in this country. And she asked the question, how can we as a society allow some people to be so wealthy when, for example, there are 90,000 some odd people homeless on the streets of Los Angeles? I cringe when I hear people say things like that. Not because I don't care about homeless people, because indeed, I would like for everyone who would like to have a home to be able to afford to buy one. But rather, because I think that woman is going about solving the problem entirely the wrong way. She didn't actually come right out and say she was advocating government intervention to do something about the problem. But I think it's a pretty safe bet, based on her wording, that that's what she was wanting. The thing is that government is ill-equipped to deal with the issue. The only tool it really has is to throw money at it. And it doesn't even do that very well. Do you know where the money that's spent on welfare programs to help poor people actually goes? I've heard figures that as much as 70% of the money goes to the cost of administering the program, i.e., paying the salaries of the middle-class bureaucrats who run it. Would you donate to a charity which used 70% of the money you donated as overhead? Another problem is that once people are on those programs, they have no real incentive to get off. And most of the middle-class bureaucrats don't really care either. They'll still get paid whether or not somebody actually gets off the program and becomes a productive member of society. So therefore, they're not incentivized to actually help those people. Private charities, however, solve both of those problems. With most private charities, not only does upwards of 90% of the money go to help the people in need, but also they're incentivized to use the money only on people who truly need it and to ensure that they're actually making progress toward finding a job. How is it that they're incentivized to do that? It's because they know that if they don't use your donation money wisely and effectively, that you won't give to them in the future. You'll find some other charity which is doing a better job. So now I would like to ask you, if you wanted to give some money to help people in need, would you rather give it to support the government welfare program? Or would you rather donate it to a private charity? I walked 16.5 miles today. Here's my current position. This is Will Buchanan for Amazon.walkforliberty.com, signing off.